Hey guys, if I sound a little different in this video, it's because instead of my nice Shure SM7B and Go XLR, I'm recording this on a 4-year-old Razer phone that can't accept any calls and barely turns on. Why am I doing this? Well, I feel like a lot of us creators shout from the rooftops that gear, models, or whatever doesn't matter, and then proceed to make our normal video using our nice expensive tools. I'm not doing that today. We're doing this the cheapest way that I could manage. In the matter of full transparency here, obviously not everything was free. I'm still using an old broken phone that I paid for at some point in addition to the computer that's editing this video. Before we get into it, everything I mentioned in the video is going to be linked down in the description so that you can find it easily. Today, I want to let everyone know about everything I'm aware of to help you make good content for as free as possible. We're going to start off with what I'm editing in. DaVinci Resolve. Honestly, it's a pretty great program once I started to get the hang of it, but there was a bit of a learning curve coming from Premiere Pro. All learning difficulties aside, I highly recommend it. There's plenty of other good options out there, such as VideoPad and VSDC, but I haven't personally tested those, so your mileage may vary. There's tons of creators out there using free programs like this and making excellent content, and that's something I've come to realize on my own journey, is that the software can definitely make things easier, but it's ultimately up to your own skill to make good content, and that only happens if you're willing to put in the time to learn it. For music, you have a surprisingly large amount of options. My go-to is StreamBeats by Harris Heller, who has made hundreds of tracks available for use by content creators, as well as the YouTube audio library and good old Incomptech. There's more options appearing every month for you to choose from, and if you have an indie musician you like, try reaching out to them and asking permission. Many small artists would love to see their work being used, and it doesn't hurt to try. The same is true for sound effects. If you want more meme-ish sounds, I love the website in my instance for this, but honestly there are so many that all have the same sounds just labeled differently that I don't feel I need to mention more. Though the YouTube audio library has a lot of these if you're looking for a backup. For recording audio, as mentioned earlier, I'm using a 4-year-old phone using a free program called WO Mic. This allows you to use your phone as a microphone if it's on the same network or USB connection as a computer, and you can even use it as a stream microphone if you wanted to. I will say though, to make audio sound better and not like this, here is what the phone audio sounds like with no modification. I got a cardboard box, lined it with clothes, towels, and anything else I could find, and now it sounds like what you're listening to after some filters in DaVinci Resolve. This is honestly the single biggest factor that can improve your audio, and it's just some very basic and crude sound dampening. Clothing and towels do wonders to cut back echo, and even a simple blanket to cover a window can make your audio sound much crisper. The program I'm using to record video is also free, OBS. Not only useful as a streaming program, but excellent for video capture. Fun fact, this is how I make all my videos anyways, so it was nice to not have to use a different program because it's already free. There are tons of plugins that you can add to do everything from video to audio changes, and really the only cost is going to be the time to learn and set it all up. Streamlabs is another great alternative, and again, there are many more out there. But now it's time to enter my favorite section of free stuff. Images and videos. My #1 go-to site is Pexels. They have so many good images, tons of great video, and if you've watched any of my content, you've seen them used more times than I can count. Super easy to use, painless to download, and if you want various copyright-free images in your content, here's where you find them. The other site I use most often is Pixabay. Same concept. Copyright-free stock photos, but they also have a lot more graphics that are available to use. For the thumbnail and various touch-ups, we're using GIMP as a replacement for Photoshop, but another that I've used in the past was Paint.net. Both of these programs are great, they definitely have a learning curve, but they can do so much if you're willing to put in the time. Finally, for the various appearance of avatars you've seen throughout the video, I'm using VMagic Mirror, which is free, as well as a free-to-use model from Vroid Hub. Seriously, there are so many free things out there. I'm also not using a webcam or microphone, and the headset I'm editing with came from Walmart for $15. I really miss my good headset. The point of telling you all this was to help you find new free resources to either replace or supplement what you already use, and to prove that you can still make good content for basically free. Now, good equipment still makes a big difference. I'm not going to try and tell you otherwise, but until you can make the best content with what you have, you don't really know what you need to upgrade. I certainly didn't, as I spent way more money than I should have on equipment that I wasn't even properly using until a month ago. If I had taken the time to learn the basics on free or cheaper options, I'd probably have been better off, because most of what you need to know for content creation doesn't rely on a single program or camera, it's how you use them, and that's something I'm still learning. Making this video genuinely helped me realize a few things I need to change with my normal setup, because optimizations I took for granted using nicer equipment could still be improved by giving it a little bit more time and care. Honestly, this video was just a nice reminder of how much I still have to learn, and just how much out there is free for you to use. I hope you enjoy using some of these resources, or that this video just gave you a window into what's possible if you take the time to look for solutions. If it did, hit that like, and I'll see you all next time.